All right, what's going on, boys? How you doing, Danish, Hamza, G Money, Gurvinder, Optimus? How you guys doing? So finally we got a little bit of selling today. On the overall picture, doesn't look that much different, honestly. After this big run, we finally got some consolidation. I mean, we had one day back here, and then they ripped it right back to highs here. And let's see if they do the exact same thing. So there's a couple of things playing at work here. It is end of quarter this week. What's up, Ricky? End of quarter rebalancing will happen. Tomorrow is the last day of March, so also monthly candles will close tomorrow. What's up, Ginger? How you doing? I do expect selling next week, but we have to navigate through these next 2 days first. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? And Spy, it looks like we have like a little resistance here. It's from all the way back in November, December, January. There's a big range here. A bunch of resistances and supports formed. A lot of volume here. And it looks like that's where we hit yesterday. So what we're looking for tomorrow is, do we lose today's low? So today's low becomes very important for bears. And if they don't take it out tomorrow, we're going to rip right back and take out these highs back here, 462.07 in my opinion. If we don't lose today's lows tomorrow. If we do lose today's lows tomorrow, I think we do consolidate for a while. Like I said in the group this morning, my prediction is today and tomorrow either consolidation or selling, and then Friday a big rip. Why do I say that? Because Friday is the first day of the month. There's inflows from pension funds, from banks, from hedge funds, everyone. Inflows on Friday. So just be careful. We're going to have a wild couple days here, in my opinion. Tomorrow is the closing of monthly candles. So if you look at the monthly candles on a lot of these names, they have recovered and they are forming hammers, a lot of them. So even SPY here, we closed February underneath the 8-day monthly 8-day, but March took it right back over. So if we don't have a big sell-off tomorrow, we need to close below 446, which is very unlikely tomorrow. And just keep an eye open for these monthly candles. After monthlies and Friday, obviously we have the weekly candles closing. And right now it does look like we broke the downtrend and we're closing above all the moving averages on the weekly as well. So let's see where we go, what happens tomorrow. If we do get that sell-off, I'm pretty confident that next week we will get actual bears showing up. But let's see how it plays out. QQQ as well. Yesterday closed above the 200-day moving average. Today closed below the 200-day moving average. So keep an eye on that 200-day moving average. Right now it's at 368.83. We close $1 below it, dollar and some change below it. And if we are to pull back, keep an eye out for this 8-day moving average at 360. So not this one. That's right, 360 here. That's the 8-day moving average on the daily. So if we do pull back, even if we pull back to the 8-day, it's still very healthy in a bull trend for now. But other than that, let's see. You guys seen, so we've been cautious in the group over and over again. I know a lot of people got very bullish. They started taking leaps, they started taking monthlies, they started taking this, that. But this is like, I know it's consolidation. We took out yesterday's low and everything. We did close above yesterday's low. Just be cautious, because when that sell comes, you guys seen how they're hammering certain names. Like XLF, for example, has been weak 2 days in a row now. Yesterday we gapped up. So even on March 28th, huge down, and then we just kind of chopped. At the end of the day, we closed near open, but you guys see this intraday action is weak. The next day, March 29th, we gapped up big and gave back all the gains. Today, we opened kind of flat and then just sell all day. So the banks being down this much is kind of a red flag. What's up, Vinay? How you doing? And just keep an eye out for these banks, because a lot of them look very ugly. WFC, my favorite shorts right now are banks by far. WFC's breaking down. Look at this. So it's perfectly a bear flag. Big downtrend. And then we got this bear flag here. Jesus. Very clear bear flag on the daily. And broke down underneath it. And now it looks like we want to go test these lows again on WFC. GS, just kind of basing here. It's probably one of the stronger banks. MS, what's that one doing? That one looks like it's rolling over as well. JPM, one of the weakest, one of my favorite to puts right now. It's just kind of basing. If we lose this white line here around 140.50, we should be in for more selling on JPM. KRE is regional banks. This is one I'm actually short in, and I've been watching for a while. It has this big weekly support right here. Um, that lines up with the 50-day moving average. So if we close below 69.50 this week on KRE, I think a lot more downside is possible on this one. One red flag I wanted to go over is this IWM. So for weeks now on post market, I've been saying 209.50, 210 level is the level to break to turn back bullish on IWM. We broke it yesterday, we closed above it yesterday, and then today we gave it right back, and we're right back below the big range here. So keep a close eye on IWM. If it closes this week under 209, this is a failed breakout, and we should be headed right back down to lows. If we close Friday below 209.55 on IWM. Another red flag I wanted to point out is this TSM. Same thing, huge 1 year range. We broke back into it yesterday, and then today we were right back underneath it. So this could be a possible bear flag playing out, puts into April 14th if we close below this range on Friday. So I have a lot of plans on this Friday to add positions. Right now I'm just watching, obviously a good start, but the bears need to prove a lot more before we start getting short. 1867 was a low on VIX yesterday. Today we held that low. We took out yesterday's high, but the candle today is kind of a doji, so it might be indicating a reversal. On this whole downtrend, we've never had a doji like this on the bottom on VIX. So let's see if they can start buying up this volatility. The higher VIXs, the funner scalps are as well. Stocks move much faster, options move much faster. So just keep an eye on the VIX. Make sure 1867, you do not want to lose that if you want volatility. If we lose that, then the market's just going to keep melting up on low volume. Again, Dunish, I know you asked that question, low volume on SPY. That's what happens at every bottom. I don't know if you haven't attended post market or what. I went over this like 6 or 7 times already. When the market is bottoming, that's big volume capitulation. That usually shows bottoming on the market, at least for the time being. So back here in September, October, you guys see the big increased volume, and then when that volume went away, that means seller exhaustion. That means buyers were taking it up on decreased volume. That's a melt up. Melt ups happen usually on decreased volume. You can go to any one of these bottoms right here. You see this big volume. Once the volume started melting down, the market started melting up. So that's just normal stuff. Today, again, we did have a red day, but the volume is very low. On the red days, for real bears to show up, for real sellings, we need more volume. Okay, and couple plays that I'm watching in case we do turn bearish here, in case the market does start selling off. You want to find stocks that rejected the 50-day moving average. So you have ZM is one of my favorites setups for next week. We have Etsy, which is another one I like, rejecting the 50-day over and over again. You have CVNA, another one rejecting the 50-day over and over again. So those three are my main targets if we do start selling again. One red flag that I noted this morning was MU. Their earnings were not bad at all, and they gave back all of the pop and then some, and they rejected the 50-day moving average. So keep an eye on MU as well. Look at the selling volume, even though the earnings weren't even that bad. We'll go over Facebook. Hello to you too, Isaac. Yeah, I'll go over Netflix for you. So here's Facebook again, guys. It's the same thing. If the bears show up into this market, anything that's still under the 50-day, that would be my target for shorting. Right now, Facebook is underneath the 50-day moving average. We haven't even gotten back to the post-earnings dump, which is at 248. So right now Facebook is in no man's land. It's run a lot. It might need a few days of consolidation. If it does want to go higher, it might need a few days of rest and then higher. If it wants to go lower, it's going to probably tap this 50-day and then start moving down back towards lows. So keep an eye on this one. Amazon's another one. I think it lost the 200-day. Yeah, so Amazon spent exactly 2 days on top of the 200-day moving average and now right back down. So watch that one as well. Netflix, same thing. It's still under the 50-day moving average. So these stocks that didn't get over the 50-day moving average are some of the weaker ones. Those are the ones that you want to take. If the bears show up and real selling starts showing up, you want to take the stocks that are still underneath their 50-day because they have a big resistance on top. And now let's see if we can lose this 8 and 21 to the downside, which is 375 and 378. Under 375, Netflix has room to fall as well. But again, we need a follow-through day on the sell side. This is very low volume selling. For melt-ups, you can have declining volume for the market to go up, but you can have declining sell volume for the market to go down. You need real sell volume. Okay, other than that, names in premium group. Names in premium group as well. Tesla, please, I'll be sure, Hamza. All right, so let's go over Tesla here. Obviously, huge run. Huge run on Tesla. And it built pressure. This was supposed to be my trade of the week. Obviously, on Monday, they just gapped it right over all my levels. So I didn't chase it. I didn't take it. Overall, on the daily, it is very extended. As you guys see, the RSI is up there. You guys can go to the past. RSI can get real hot on Tesla just because it's a cult-like stock and people just chase it all the way up. But for right now, for me, I would not buy Tesla long here unless it's for a small scalp. The only thing I would really do on Tesla is probably short it. And why would I short it? I won't short it. I don't really like shorting Tesla, especially as a swing trade, just because of how crazy it is. But right now we're just kind of basing out up here. There's no real buying or selling on Tesla. It's trying to find a direction up here. So what I would do is, what did I do? Yeah, so this is the daily. And yeah, for Tesla right here, it just looks like a reversal candle, to be honest. The RSI is too overdone. Maybe a couple days. If I was to get long Tesla, I would wait for it to come down to 1040. 1040 would be my level. If we get to 1040, I'll probably take a long swing on Tesla. Other than that, I'm not touching it up here unless it comes back down to 1040. It does not look too bullish, but it doesn't look bearish as well either. So just keeping an eye on it. BNS was one that we were interested in shorting. Is right at the top here. It looks like almost a quadruple, whatever you want to call it. Just keeps trying to break this $74 to $75 level. Keeps rejecting it, and this one is on top of the 50-day moving average, so it's a tough short. Disney, same thing. It's under the 50-day rejecting. Another one of those weak ones that you want to keep an eye on for shorts. If sellers really show up, Disney should come back down and test this triple bottom. If the bull market continues or the bullish trend continues, I would look to get long this one over the 50-day, which is 142.20. Any close above 142.20, I would be very interested in Disney long. Other than that, I don't really have too many setups for you guys. We have to watch tomorrow. If the sellers step on the gas and tomorrow's another sell day, then I'm more confident that next week will be red. If not, we'll just